It's actually from a very bad wrestler who kind of ruined the WWE standards. Go figure. I guess it was me subconsciously making the best out of a bad situation. But I'm not really going in any particular direction with this one. I just feel the need to speak hard. And once again, what brought me to the dance is, what brought me to the dance was making art and speaking heart. So that's what I'm trying to do. And speaking of the heart, I feel like if something doesn't give with my level of stress, I could probably have a short life. I really push myself hard, and the saddest thing is, despite all the work I do, I might not even be able to really finish what it is that I've attempted. I kind of bit off more than I could chew, and I'm just not getting the support that I need to make the visions that I sacrificed a lot of my life to make real. If I had a nickel for every passive-aggressive person that I've dealt with in my life who smiles at me and then stabs me in the back when it's turned, I wouldn't have this problem at all because I'd have the support that I need. You know? And I ask myself why, because the question that lingers the most, I think, may be, how can a person who claims to know better resort to these despicable, low tactics? But I've asked that question before. If life, as the Christians put it, is like demons throwing darts at you, and those darts change you, and those darts have the ability to sway your path, then I've experienced my fair share. My life is an illusion, because many would think that I've had it easy, but in reality, that's the furthest thing from the truth. My life has been a desert. My life has been a consistent process of me not being able to really relate to anyone in any circumstance, with exception to a select few. And every time I've ever brought myself to relate to the select few that I was actually able to fully relate to, those select few were ripped away from me every single time. And it happened again. And when it happened this time, it just snatched the core right out of me and left me hanging on by a thread. And the only reason why I carry on after that happened is because I know that the one that I related to wants me to carry on and be the best that I can be in my life. But I'd be lying if I said that the weight is something that I'll be able to carry too long, because I feel sometimes like I'm just not strong enough. I feel like with all the sacrifices I've made and the things that I've experienced, with all of that, to see people not understand that, I feel like somebody who's been poisoned and who's trying to tell everybody he's been poisoned and nobody really believes